Nikki.
Let's talk 50-50 and co-parenting.
Oh my God, that's so sticky. Oh. Okay, so 50-50, what's that?
Tell me, have you ever had to go 50-50?
In a relationship, like in the same household?
In a relationship, yes.
Yeah, it was a long 50-50 too.
So how did you split it?
So everything was split 50-50.
So no, like, was it just the bills being split,
mm-hmm.
or was it the bills and the household responsibilities?
Both.
Okay. So
Both.
what did you have to do? How much did you have to pay?
Oh, personal?
Yeah, I want to know.
So when it came to bills and utilities and stuff,
was it in the thousands, hundreds?
Yeah, it was in the thousands. Cars, car notes, house, rent, utilities.
Okay.
Everything was split 50-50.
And then you had to come home and do what?
I cooked when I wanted to.
Okay.
I didn't have to, but I like to, my nurturing side, especially when I was a mom, like I wanted to make sure they eat home cooked meals. So I cooked. He only cooked once. He made breakfast one time, and I don't think I wanted it again. So I made sure to cook. Okay, but it was times where, like, if I had a very, very exhausting day at work, it was like, oh, you don't gotta cook. I'm gonna just buy something to eat for us. All right, cool. So it wasn't pressured. When it came to cleaning, that was another 50-50. Like, literally everything was 50-50.
Okay. So was he a good at cleaning?
Great. Better than me.
Most men are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was really, really good at cleaning. But when it comes to the 50-50 as far as the equal give and take with the kids living in the household, I think that's what I struggled with. And that's where I tried to, like, communicate that, but...
So wait, what do you mean with the kids?
Just watching them 50-50. Like, it was a video I saw on Instagram where the mom was doing something, so the dad hurry up and grabbed her because she knows she needed a moment. Or the dad went to the bathroom to take a shit, and the mom hurry up and grabbed them before they went in the bathroom because he needed a moment. So it was just like to protect each other's peace and to give everybody that alone, give the mom the alone time and give the dad the alone time. It was equal 50-50. And I think that's really, really important because you can bust a check down the middle all day, but you still need that peace in that house 50-50 when it comes to the kids. But modern day, the mom watches the kid majority of the time. You're the nurturer, the nature, bathe them, feed them, clothe them, like do their homework with them, all that type of stuff. That's what I think society today needs to realize. It needs to be 50-50 too, because moms go to work too.
So you agree with 50-50 is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do agree, but in another stance, it depends on income too. How much income both parents are bringing in the household. Like, he can have a job making 6 figures, and if she's working part-time or, per diem or whatever, it's not going to be 50-50. He's going to take majority of the chunk because he makes majority of the money. Now, I feel like when he makes majority of the money, she got to pull more weight when it comes to the household, when it comes to watching the kids and making sure they do their homework and stuff like that. Because she's home majority of the time because she's only working per diem. You get what I'm saying? But if both of y'all making good money, absolutely, it should be 50-50.
Okay. Would you mind going 50-50 on bills at this point? I know you did that in the past, but moving forward, would you continue 50-50?
My whole life has changed. That's hard. Why would you ask me some shit like that?
I mean, you felt really strongly about it back then, so that's why.
Yeah, it depends. If he's balling, I still would though. I would. Now it depends. If I meet a guy, right, And he's like way up there. He's high class. I'm mid class. He's high class. He's used to paying a mortgage of $6,000. He used to whatever. So we coming together and meeting, and then now he expect me to pay half of the $6,000. I'm not doing it. Now, you're going to have to meet me 50-50. In order for me to pay 50-50, you have to be considerate of how much money I'm making and what I'm comfortable paying. Now, if he say, all right, babe, I got it. Don't worry about it. Just pay the utilities. All right, bet. So I can't really say that, a yes or no. It depends on. Now, if I meet a man who's mid-class like me, and we have similar bills, and it's like kind of the same or whatever, and we live in the same household, then yeah, I'm going to just continue that. But with my previous relationship, we walked into it together, paying 50-50.
Okay.
Yep. So that was a child. Honestly, I don't want to pay 50-50. I'm in spoiling error.
So I have went 50-50 in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And we both worked a 9-to-5 job.
Mm-hmm.
The kids were in daycare. But the bills were 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
The household responsibilities weren't 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost as if, he was paying everything 100%, and I was just stepping in for the household stuff. So I think that's all I knew
Mm-hmm.
to how it was supposed to be back then. So I was, okay with it. I was just going along with it.
Mm-hmm.
But me today, I don't see a number. I don't agree with splitting 50-50. I feel like people, when they hear 50-50, they automatically go into the finances. It's not just finances. It's so much more
mm-hmm.
to run a household.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like even if a man pays 100% and a woman takes care of the household, I still feel like that's not an equal give and take, because
mm-hmm.
that can mentally drain a woman, just
mm-hmm.
like it can mentally drain a man to be totally providing in the household
mm-hmm.
financially.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like everybody's household is different. So the one rule of it being 50-50 or not,
mm-hmm.
it shouldn't be looked at as a general thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what works for us may not work for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wouldn't tell a guy, that okay, we gotta go 50-50, or I'm not going 50-50. It's gonna be 70-30 sometimes. It's gonna be 0 to 100. It's gonna be
mm-hmm.
whatever works for our situation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't agree with the 50-50 conversation.
Okay. So have you, like, growing up, right? Have you seen 50-50 like in the household?
No.
Okay.
No. When my mom was married,
Uh-huh.
my mom worked like a little bit, but she took care of everything else.
Okay.
My stepdad was the one who took care of the bills and everything.
Mm-hmm. But she did the household.
But she did the household stuff.
Okay.
But he also did that too.
Okay.
So like having cookouts and stuff, it wasn't okay. So I went to work all week. You
mm-hmm.
gotta cook on the grill. No, he's going on to the grill.
Mm-hmm.
So it was. I can't say it was 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
They did what worked for our household.
So do you feel like, depending on what type of job that person has? Okay, so I'm going back to like a woman taking care of the household, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say if you do a mental, like you use your mind a lot with your job, like doing paperwork, office stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're mentally drained and he's physically drained. He's like a contractor. He out there busting his ass in the sun from sun up to sundown, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Do you feel like that plays a part in how the household should be ran, not financially, but to run it smooth if you have kids involved?
So wait,
or should he still clean? Should he still, because he's doing all the physical work outside to get money?
It doesn't matter if he's doing physical and yours is mental. It's still work, and it's still draining you as a human being before anything. So if you're more tired than he is on Monday when y'all both come in from work, then yeah, he can go ahead and cook or go ahead and grab dinner for everybody, and vice versa. It's not I was the physical busy one and you was just sitting at a desk all day. No, it's a lot to sit there at a computer, or a lot to sit there on a phone call and making calls, or dealing with paperwork. That's a lot. It doesn't matter. We both work the same amount of days this week, the same amount of hours. okay, your body physically is tired, then order out. But it's still like, let me have a moment to not have to stress about pleasing you and these kids right now. Every single day. You still need that
mental peace.
Because when the kids are involved, it's very rare for them to run to dad for anything. So you done got off of work, he done got off of work, but them kids are coming to you for everything. So it's still not fair. And there's nothing wrong with it. They're your kids. But if you know that as a father and you're okay enough, then give her a break.
I'm 50-50 with that.
Go ahead. How you feel?
And only because, so the line of work that I do is with real estate, right? So I think because I physically see these men, I watch them build a whole apartment complex, like from sun up to sundown, and I'm just there in the office, you know, doing the legwork to get this shit rolling. So it was like, the way I watch them, I'm just like, wow. Like, I would just go out there, you want some water? Like, it's hot. You hungry? Like, I don't, maybe because that's me, but if I was dealing with a man, and I never have, and again, my dad, he does contracting work, and my mom's a realtor. So it's easier for us, like, to mentally, it's easier for you to clap back versus being out there being beat by the sun and really, really doing hard labor work. So, and I see a lot of women who nag on men, like, that really be out there busting their behind, like, really, really bad. So, not saying you don't need a moment of mental peace. You know what I'm saying? Once you can sit on the toilet, take a piss, or just go take a shower, listen to music real quick, and come back and bounce back. I just think it's an easier bounce back with being mentally drained versus being physically drained, lifting wood, putting stuff together, iron, doing all of that, climbing these, doing that. It's so much. And I just watched it one day. It was like, dang.
Yeah, but that all depends on who you're talking to, because some people might not feel the same way about that. And that's why I said...
No, just to be considerate of it.
Yeah, but that's why I say it just depends on your household. Like, you know what your man needs, your man know what you need. His Each limit. Of you know when to step in. So
give him a blunt.
The world shouldn't be able to tell you...
a blunt and a plate.
The world shouldn't have to tell you how to handle your man or your woman in a relationship, because that's your house at the end of the day.
Right.
So
I agree.
That's how I feel about it.
I agree. So me growing up 50-50, I've seen 50-50. I strongly believe, because I had my mom and my dad, you know, in the same household. So how our shift ran was, I barely seen my dad because he was working.
Nose ring.
Is it flipping?
Yeah.
Sorry. Thanks. So my dad, he's a hard fucking worker. Like, the man works. He works really a lot. So my mom, she's a worker too, but again, she does real estate, so she kind of like can make her own hours to work in a day. Meals every day. My dad never a light out, never nothing. He bring home the money, she bring home the money, and they just did their thing together. The whole joint account, the people don't do that nowadays. Joint accounts. Everything was just together. It was a shift. So when I come out and see how some people really, really living, like, oh no, I just pay this, or I don't pay that, or I don't da-da-da-da. And it's just like, damn. Hello, like, y'all think that some men don't want women to pay bills though, because that's a sense of them being in control, and I feel like that, and I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, I need to pay something. You feel me? Because if you kick me out, I'm cutting off the power. I'm cutting off the power. I'm cutting off the phone bill. I gotta have something. Okay? But I think me being raised and living in that type of environment and coming out here now and trying to build that with somebody else is really, really hard. Versus if I had no clue of how to do it at all, and I'm just out here learning on my own. Absolutely. So let's talk co-parenting.
Okay.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
So what do you want to know about that?
So I just want to know your insight on it, because your kids are older.
Yes.
So you've been dealing with it for a longer time than me. It's still, I'm still, trying to fill out the kinks. So, because I'm still fairly new. Now, What's your opinion on co-parenting?
I honestly, for me, I feel like I'm really easy to deal with when it comes to that. My issue, most of the issue, is financial. I feel like the struggle becomes financial when co-parenting, and that's just in general, not just with me. Because I feel like the dads feel like when they're not in a household, they don't have to do certain things, or they get to do things on their own time. And I just wish that that could be figured out a lot better when couples like part ways, and you know, the kids of course is going to primarily be with their mom. But unfortunately, that's not how it goes. So I had my struggles with that. Like I always offer the suggestion. I always offer him the opportunity to tell me what he is comfortable with doing monthly or weekly when it comes to the kids, because as far as getting them, they can always go with them. But it's like your kids still have to be taken care of when you're not around and when they're not with you, which is 5 days out of the week. So I just feel like basically with co-parenting, it's a communication thing. But the communication becomes very, very difficult when there's emotions involved. And most of the time it's on the dad end. Like they're not happy with the fact that y'all not together anymore. So a lot of the time they're being spiteful. Definitely women are bitter and spiteful.
Yeah, I was about to say they have these moments.
We're not gonna act like it's not the women. But I'm speaking on as far as, you know, the dad leaving out of the situation. They can, a lot of their decisions on helping is based on emotions. They don't like the fact that now you're dealing with new men. And they feel like, oh, well, because you're dealing with a new man, I don't have to do this and that.
You fall back, yes.
Yes. So that's communication. Okay. Communication, it's got to be there. And patience. It gotta
and
be
prayer. A lot of prayer.
Yeah, because how about you, man?
So let me ask you this: Do you feel like, all right? So y'all separated, right? He went his way, you went your way. Do you feel like he should still contribute to the bills in your household with your kids?
Contribute to the bills like monthly?
Like you tell? Yeah.
No.
Tell me why.
I don't agree. So you're an individual first, okay? So without these kids, you still have to maintain your own living situation. You still have to feed yourself. You still have to have your car to get around, and whatever else you're providing for yourself. That is regardless. So now we add kids into this. He's an individual himself, so he has to move on. Now that y'all are not under the same roof, he has to maintain his own roof, so that when the kids are with him, they have somewhere to be. So I feel like it's unfair to expect the father to pay bills in your household just because your kids are there. Now, if it's a situation where you need assistance from time to time, then yes, he's supposed to be front line to help you out. But to sit there and tell a man that, you know, my electric bill is this, you pay an electric bill every month, or you got to pay half of my rent every month, and he got to pay his own rent, that's just selfish and controlling. I don't agree with that. What I feel should happen is, here's the communication, come to a mutual agreement. He gives a certain amount of money every month, and if you put that towards your bills, and you don't call and ask for a bunch of stuff for the kids after that, because most of the time in those situations the dad is giving up money, but he's still providing for the kids when they're with him or randomly, however it goes. So it's like it's a whole thing of the man giving. I'm giving you for the bills. I gotta still get the kids this and that whenever they're with me, and then the kids calling asking for stuff. So it's like a constant pulling out of his pockets. I don't feel like that's fair.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's fair.
That is a fair statement. So, hi, my name is Nikki, and I need the money. Okay. So
we definitely need the money.
No, we need the
We're not gonna act like we don't need
on.
the money, but we're not selfish either.
I don't think. Okay, so my view so far in my 3 years of experiencing being co-parenting with my kid's dad. It's very hard. I'm still figuring it out. The emotions part is definitely out of it, but sometimes it gets tricky because you still family at the end of the day. So if I feel like I need something, I feel like you shouldn't give me no pushback when it comes to it, because I need it. Like it's for the kids.
Right.
Like it's
and
not,
I don't ask if I don't need it. So I did that. Right. I get that.
And I do feel like you should have a monthly income every month. 9 times out of 10, a good woman, a good mom is gonna put it towards the roof over their head. You get what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to paying for where your kids lay their head, absolutely, you got to give up the bread. You have to give up the bread. If I didn't have 2 children, I wouldn't have bought a whole house. So 9 times out of 10, my mortgage wouldn't have been the amount of that I have. You get what I'm saying? I would have got somewhere, a 1-bedroom, whatever, whoop-de-whoop, and it wouldn't have cost that much. Water, they got to wash their ass. They got to eat. They're running up my electric, Wi-Fi, all of that. Like, that contributes to the household where your kids are living comfortably.
Now, let me ask you
and
a
in
question.
a safe environment.
So let's just say, the kids go with their dad every weekend, and they stay Friday to Sunday. Mm-hmm. And, he down on his luck, and mm-hmm. he can't, make his bills.
Mm-hmm. So down on your luck, it has to be temporary. Like, because at the end of the day, I have to do what I have to do. Is a lot of times where moms, we struggle, right? Mm-hmm. Is a lot of times where we got to come out of our pocket for extra money that we don't have. Example, if our kids get sick, you go to CVS, you spending a good $100 real quick just on Vicks, medicine, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you can use that for something that's happening right now temporarily, but that can't be permanent.
So I get that, and that's the part. That's what bothers me, is that if we are looking at it like he's supposed to help you with your bills mm-hmm. because the kids are there, mm-hmm. why can't it be the same thing vice versa? And then you emphasizing that it has to be temporary for that situation. Everybody get messed up, and if we're family, as you said, mm-hmm. you supposed to be there for him, like you want him to be there for you, right? And just like you have things that you have to take care of, mm-hmm. he has things he has to take care of too. Mm-hmm. So it should be looked at as, we're a family and we look out for each other. But it is always do seem like it's one-sided with women, and that's not fair. No. Now, and with me thinking the way I think about that, mm-hmm. it's unfortunate that my situation, isn't the best, where that person appreciates that I care about what he has going on, because I could make his life so much more difficult than I have to, but I'm not in the business to do that. I'm like, all I need is you to do what I need you to do, mm-hmm. and you can go ahead and do what you gotta do with your life. I don't care. But
so here's the thing, I'm backtracking to when somebody's down temporarily. It has to be temporarily, because at this point in time, all right, I messed up this month. It happens, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, bomb. But the thing is, are you going to constantly... Some men will use that as a crutch, like, all right, fuck it, she let me go that easy. All right, I'm going to do... No, you have to... I feel like when you're co-parenting, you know what type of man you're dealing with, or you know what type of woman you're dealing with, right? Sometimes they will take your kindness and the fact that you are family. We are family. Don't get it messed up. But at the same time, you're not going to use me for my kindness and make me continue to pay. I'm not doing this on my own. I did not have these children on my own. So as a man, even as a woman, some kids live with their mom, with their dads. You have to find a way. There's an excuse only for that one time, but you got to figure it out, and you have to find a way. Just like as a mom, the primary parent, they have to figure it out, and they have to find a way. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. And you might come off as a messed up parent or a mom, or being a bitch, or a fuck nigga, whatever. But at the end of the day, you got to pull your weight. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to pull your weight. And now that goes into the part where, all right, dang, I messed up this, whatever. But he outside with a whole new lay on. Now you mad. Now you feel played. Now you feel tried. You know what type of person you dealing with. So sometimes I feel like when co-parenting, and this is what I deal with sometimes in my head, like, some parents, they do what they want to do when they want to do it, and you cannot do that. Okay. Parenting is 24/7. Taking care of these kids is 24/7. Now, if you don't want to help pay the bills in the household, this is another ultimatum. You don't want to help pay the bills? All right, bet. You got to get them 50% of the time so I can go out there and get more money to pay for your losses that you're not paying. You get what I'm saying?
That's balance.
That's balance. So what days you getting them?
Yeah.
And getting them is staying consecutive days every day that week, so you can schedule to go per diem somewhere else, or you could find another hustle somewhere else.
Or so you can go do whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
Like.
But you need money though. I'm talking about financially.
Financial, okay. Yeah.
Mentally, you need to come get them too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because being a mom, a single man, y'all be calling you. You know I be calling you, babe. Like, give me a shot. Line them up. Let's get it. Because I can't. There's no way. I tilt my head to single parents. It is a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. It really is a lot.
Ages of yours.
Yes. It's a lot. If I did cocaine, line it up. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot, but it's so rewarding at the end of the day. And I think co-parenting, if you get it right, in the end, it's going to be beautiful.
It can be. It can be the smoothest.
It is.
It could be the smoothest if everybody just get on board.
Mm-hmm. Take your emotions out of it.
Yeah, take them emotions out of it. Mm-hmm. And the whole point is for the kids to be raised properly. Mm-hmm. In comfortable situations, and to grow and be great citizens in the world. Like, all the extra drama is so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary.
So let me ask you. Sorry.
I think your nose running again. That thing keep going.
It's just moving. I think I need to tighten it up. So how do you feel about when it comes to co-parenting? Have you ever experienced, God, that's so personal. Have you ever experienced, like, your kid's dad dating a person you don't approve of to be around your kids?
My kids are teenagers.
When they were young.
Yeah, when they were young. Because right now, I can care less. What
if she was a stripper or, like, a street person?
I trust him. He get on my nerves, but I trust him. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Even from when they're smaller, I know that at the end of the day, despite what we go through, we both understand that we want our kids safe and around good people. And I would really trust that that's what he have them around. So, but when they were younger, I went through that phase where I was like, oh no, I don't want no bitches around my kids. Why? I did, and he did it one time.
Why you didn't want?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because he had my son around that heifer, and that heifer told my son to call her mom. Yeah.
Why?
Bitches,
why you never told me this?
Bitches.
Wait a minute.
That's a bitch for you. But that's beside the point.
No. Okay? I want to know the point. All right, we're gonna talk about this off camera.
That's beside the point.
Yeah.
She did something like that. Like, I think it depends on a woman, and that was just the wrong woman to have around my child, I guess, or maybe even a wrong time, because he was 3. So, at 3-year-old, they see dad with another woman. They going if they're always seeing them around each other, it's easy for them to slip up and say mom or dad or something like that. But that's why I feel like I don't deal with men who have children under 5. That might be a whole nother topic, but I don't deal with men who got kids under 5, because I know that
we might as well get into it. Tell me why.
The window of opportunity is always there. Is it possible for it to be nothing going on? Absolutely, I see it all the time. However,
disclaimer: I don't deal with my kids' dad. I love them to death.
It's very possible, folks. It's possible, but it's rare. It's very rare, and I feel like it's those small moments where it's the baby birthday, and y'all getting together, both sides of the family there, and all it takes is for that Joe ass cousin to be like, "Oh my God, y'all look so cute. He look just like you." Now y'all sleeping together that night, because everybody's viewing y'all as a family, or the kid saying they don't want the dad to leave, or they don't want the mom to leave, so now they're like, "Oh, we gonna stay till you go to sleep." Okay, now y'all fucking.
Really?
It's always the window of opportunity. Really. Trust me. It's there.
I am the last of a dying breed.
You are. Y'all situation definitely is like, okay, wow, they really don't touch that. That's a great thing. But if your kid is under 5, I am not for you.
What if he's a great man?
I don't care.
Oh shit. So you gonna give up this? He broke him down for you. He tell you, I'm done with my baby mom. We just co-parent. That's it. I'm good. You just gonna let that shit ride? Wow.
I can't do it.
Child, you gonna pass up on 50% of your dates?
That's cool too.
Really?
Yeah.
You not rolling that dice?
I'm not. On top of the fact that I may want more kids, and you.
What if he's willing to give you that? And what if okay? What if in a scenario you do go to the kid's birthday party? Now, as a woman, you could tell if somebody's still messing with their kids.
I don't want to be able to tell. The thing with that age bracket is, so let's just say they're done. He's so sure the baby mom is done with him. Nothing is happening.
And she moved on and got a man.
And then he moves on with me.
And she moved on and got a man.
Yeah, that too. Okay. Women are okay with the breakup until there's another woman. When they see another woman, and don't let her be attractive, now it's all these emotions stirring back up. Now they looking at that man again the way they looked at him before. So the whole breakup is like, I think I still want my baby dad. Okay? Now it can go that way.
It could.
It could go that way.
It could.
Or
so cute. I just love the way you think.
Or the heifer could be bitter and spiteful, and now he can't see his kid. Now, I don't want that bitch around my kid. You never know what you're going to get with that situation. And I'm not saying that can't happen when a child is over 5, but it's so much more likely to happen when that child's under 5.
Statistics wise, yeah.
I don't want no parts of that. Because I'm a great person to have around people, kids. I'm not like that. I love kids and I respect everyone. So if the mother is uncomfortable with another woman being around her child, I totally understand. I'm never going to argue that. None of that. I will figure out how we can compromise with the situation before anything. But I can't be mad. Because she might not know her true feelings for that man still until that woman steps in.
So, and I wouldn't even say my situation is rare.
Yes, it is.
It's rare, but it's happening. It happens with my siblings. Like, he's married. Her and the wife is like this. Okay? She's baby mom, the wife. She called the baby mom. They talk more than her and the baby dad talk. They hang out more than I hang out with my kids' baby dad mom. I love her to death. We still like this, right? So it does exist, and I don't think that you should block out your blessings because a man's child is like 5 years old. Now, I'm only speaking for him because me dating or dealing with men, that has been the number one problem when I introduce myself to somebody new, is because my kids are under 5. Well, one of them now about to be, because they're under 5, and it's just like, and because of the relationship that me and my kids' dad have, like as a family, right? If he needs something, whatever, whoop-de-whoop, we on the phone talking about the kids, whatever, it could be something random that you saw. I know where I stand with him, and he know where he stand with me. He know it's not none of that. I know it's not none of that. So a man, it's hard for them to believe that. So that the number one issue in me dating is because my kids are that age, and it's like, I'm not gonna sit there and try to prove myself to you that I'm fucking my baby dad. Yeah. To me, you look insecure as a man, because if you come in and grab your cojones and say, yeah, what's up, I'm here, you baby boy B, Jody by Jody, no, not Jody, the fucking dad, what was the dad, Melvin? If Melvin come, Melvin ain't worried about my baby daddy.
Oh my God.
Because he cooking for me naked. You think I'm going to be thinking about him? No. So I feel like that's a self-confidence thing. Like,
So I don't, but that's why I choose to not touch that, because I don't want to be the person who assume if she call you at midnight and say the baby got a fever and she needs you to come over so y'all can go to the ER, I'm assuming there's something going down.
I'm putting my clothes on. I want to trust my person,
and it's not that.
But you got to give him a chance.
Yeah, but I think that the way I see it is I'm saving everybody in a situation. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to cause problems between me and him because...
But that's an assumption.
Yeah, but that's why I stay away from it. That's just my preference is to...
You know what? God is going to fix you. He's going to give you a man with a baby that's 2 years old.
Fix me.
And you're going to fall in love. Nikki, I can't wait for that phone call.
Shit, I can't wait for that
I can't wait. He's going to have a young child.
As of right
and y'all
now,
going to get married and have another one.
As of right now, that man going to have grandkids. Shit.
No, but for real, y'all stop thinking that, okay? This is for anybody. Anybody who I buck into, I'm gonna make them watch this episode because it is a real thing, and I don't like to be. Don't assume nothing on me, or don't put this statistics on me that me and my baby dad is running down.
Though everybody handles things differently. There may be people out there. No, there are people out there who can handle that. Mm-hmm. I know me
personally,
and I'm not. It's not that I can't trust the person. It's not that it's not possible that there could be nothing going on. I just don't want that small little opportunity of a thought to creep in my mind because once it's there, it's there. And so now we're having problems between me and him.
That's not even there.
And that's not me.
The problem ain't even there. You're just making it up in your head. Listen. So let me tell you something. My best friend, she has a very imaginative head. That thing is rolling in there. What's the little movie that came out?
It works for me.
What's the movie that came out with all the people that was in her head controlling her emotions?
What?
The Disney movie. Inside Out.
I never seen it.
Watch it.
That's me?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Watch it. But yeah, it does exist. Co-parenting is a very beautiful, hard-working thing. Yeah. Depending on it is. It really is. I think it's pretty dope because I never experienced it. So I think it's pretty cool going through emotions.
Yeah.
But give me my money.
Give me the money. That's all I want.
The money. If a man, all right, Bomb. One more thing. What did the guy say that we met the other day? He said he see his kids twice a month.
Oh, twice a month.
But he gives what now?
What about him?
He gives them $1,000.
He gives the kids money, but he also pays the kid's mother to make sure they cool in the household or whatever, right?
Because why? He's replacing his absence. He's not there. He's working all the time, 24/7.
But that's not everybody like situation.
Yeah, I rather my kids' dad be there physically though.
I don't have
and take the financial loss.
I don't really care.
Be involved.
I don't care about all of that. I just need it to be.
And she could take that money, put him in boxing,
I just need to
gymnastics, give him another mentor because he can't be there. He's working, so pay for a mentor. That's where your money gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, well, you still in the early stages. I don't care no more. Just give me the money.
And I'm not gonna pay to get my nails done. I'm really gonna pay my.
I ain't worried about no women. Actually, when it get in situations like this, like so he in a new situation, a new relationship, I'll say, and I'm happy for him. I feel like it made him a better person. I feel like he was designed for her. And one day we will meet, and we'll be one happy family. That's my sis. She don't even know yet. She got to know. Hey sis, that's my sis.
Just choose wisely, because you know I'm picky.
Picky?
Yeah.
Oh, him.
And I gotta choose wisely too.
She gotta be around my kids.
Yeah.
And
be mindful of
it's
it.
Like they need to see us interact in a healthy way. It's no reason for me to have any drama with her because it's not me and him don't got that kind of situation. All I need from her is make sure he keep doing what he doing. He been doing great. Keep it up, and we all gonna be good. That's all. That's all I got to say.
That's a good closing. I love that.
Do what works for you, okay? Do what works for you. Don't listen to nobody else.
Yeah, you gonna do what works for y'all together. Come together.
Co-parenting, communicate. Communicate in a healthy way.
Anyways, my advice on 50-50 is sit down at the table, write down all the bills. Some people like to hide their income. For what? I'm not hiding my income. If I'm married to you and we together, I don't know. I might hide. I might have an account. Child, I might have a whole other account, and my mom and David just be sending money to her just in case. Okay, but
what's that? Mad Money.
Yeah, I was on Mad Money. So no, but for real, really sit down. Finances. Get to know your person mentally, spiritually. pay attention to her. Know when she's about to break down or he about to break down or damn, he looked like he had a long day. Really pay attention to your significant other to just jump in when you need to jump in. And don't be selfish. Don't put yourself first. Well,
wait, what?
Sometimes. No, you can't. You can't be selfish in a relationship. You can't. You can't because it's not gonna work.
I feel like
because if you selfish,
you gotta be selfish.
You gonna look and be like, oh, he got it. Child, let me go upstairs.
In some ways, it's healthy to be selfish because sometimes we pour too much into other things and people, and we don't put ourselves first. And I'm talking about in that way. Like I get what you're saying, but sometimes it's okay to be selfish
in certain situations. But if you're dealing with a man who's not selfish either, he's gonna make sure you're straight, and you're gonna make sure he's straight. At all times. So that selfishness is not even going to, it's not going to exist at all. Because he's going to blame, oh, nah, you need to go get your hair done. Oh, no, you need to go, spa day, you going on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you're going to do the same for him. So it's no need to be selfish. But for co-parenting, just pray. Just pray, and then if the conversation starts to, like, the volume goes up, and y'all talking over each other, just hang up. You gotta hang up because now it's about to get heated. Hang up and call him back later and apologize. I hung up because I didn't want to be disrespectful. It's my favorite line.
Wait, you hang up and call back later and apologize?
You hang up, pray. Sound bowl, whatever. Talk to your plants. And then you call them back.
But who apologized?
Go a walk.
You just said
whoever hung up.
Okay.
Whoever hung up.
And what are you apologizing for?
My bad, I hung up. Okay. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say what it really was. But you hang up. You have to walk away. Because then that's going to roll into the next day, the next day, the next day, and the next day. And now you ain't got your money. You see how that works?
Yeah.
But that's my advice. Okay, guys. So before we wrap this up, we're going to answer a few questions about co-parenting.
Okay, so when do you feel like court or legal actions is necessary when co-parenting
isn't? We gotta be serious. We have to take this
No, this is serious. Legally.
That's serious. All right. So
as they call it, the white man getting involved. It's serious. Go ahead, babe.
When do we feel
like it's necessary?
So I'll say this. I'm totally against it. Okay. That's my disclaimer because what I'm gonna say after might sound like, oh, you wanna. No, I'm totally against the courts. But I do feel like when it gets to a point where the communication is not working, and you actually need help. Yeah, I mean, if that's the last resort, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Help in what way?
Huh?
Help in what way?
Financial help with your kid.
Okay.
I feel like we shouldn't have to chase or beg the other parent to provide. I feel like when we sleep together and we had these kids and we decide to move forward to, raise these kids together or apart, we both signed up for the same job. I just have them more. So just because I have them more doesn't mean I'm supposed to do more in every way. Because I'm already taking care of the bulk of the job. Financially, you should be helping me. You should be also getting them. So when it comes to like child support, I just feel like you got to do what works for your situation. It's the same thing I said earlier. It's what works for your situation. I know people who get $1,600 a month in child support. But then I know people who get $17 a week.
I was about to say, what if you don't have a job or like...
So what I basically...
Is it worth it?
What I basically will say about court is, I don't agree with it because I feel like it's a waste of time. Now, using it as a scare tactic, I wouldn't be against it. Let them know that that's what you're going to do if they don't try to get in line. But for the most part, I feel like with the courts is a gamble because you can go through that whole process. You're losing time at work. You're losing time in life, period. And you're taking that chance of aggravating the situation even further because now that he know that you're going to the court, he going to really cause problems. So you're going to go to the court. You don't know what they're going to tell him to give you. And most guys who want to be petty, they'll quit their jobs if they have jobs, just so they don't have to pay child support. So I just feel like coming to a mutual agreement is the best way. But if child support ever gets into somebody's mind, I feel like it's already at the worst point. So you really gotta make that decision yourself, as if you wanna go through the troubles of court in the drama, or if you wanna try to talk to him, figure out what y'all could do in a peaceful manner, or just do what you gotta do on your own. But I don't like that women, make the decision to say fuck the dad and I'll do it myself, because that's not how it's supposed to be. He shouldn't get off scot-free. But you gotta just choose your battles.
So why use it as a scare tactic?
Because sometimes it works. It works. Because that's letting them know the possibility is there. Like, I don't want to go here.
Like, don't get it messed up.
Yeah, I'm going to work with you. You can run around thinking you controlling the situation, but don't think for a second that I won't go down here. Now, what you want to do with it? Do you want to go or do you not want to go? So that's what I mean. So
you give them that ultimatum?
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to go here, just like you don't want to go. But understand that we could do there. We could go there. So
what if it's like a custody thing?
With custody, but wait, what's the question?
So like,
wait, let me answer my legal.
Oh, go ahead.
So legally, I'm legally blonde. So I am a very spiritual person, and they hate this about me a little bit, but I'm not, like, if I ask you, okay, boom, the kids need this, the kids need that, whatever, whoop-de-whoop, right? And you don't give it to me, and I say this a lot to you, babe, like, that person is their dad, but God is their father at the end of the day, right? And you've witnessed this in my life a lot. Now, whatever you feel like you could take away from me and my kids, I feel like every time, and it really, really happens, he always blessed me with more stuff, financially, a better situation. I always elevate every single time. So when it comes to court and like other stuff, I just feel like, all right, you want to be an ain't shit dad? This is how I feel in general about any dad. This is not me in particular. He's pretty cool. So if you want to be an ain't shit dad, you want to miss this, you want to miss that, you don't want to pay for this, you don't want to pay for that, those kids eventually are going to get older and see that you an ain't shit dad.
Absolutely, they see it.
So they're going to see it. You get what I'm saying? So me as a mom, because when I had these children, they are my responsibility, whether he's there or not.
Lies the fuck you tell.
They my responsibility. They are my children. They are my children.
Nah.
So if he feel like he not going, I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to slice your tires. I'm not going to call your bitch and ask if she got the money. I'm not doing all that. I'm not. I'm going to just say, all right, bet.
No, absolutely not. You don't.
And some men, if you a good dad for real, you just being an asshole at that time, your guilty conscience going to kick in and they going to do it anyway. It always works that way.
Yeah, well, you don't drag nobody else into what you.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's what some women do. Some women do that.
They absolutely do.
They will call the bitch and say,
but
well,
with
you
the
got the
kids
money.
Being just nah.
I'm not sitting. I don't.
Not letting you get off scot free.
I'm not. But he technically he's not. Because he still got to answer to them kids when he get older. When he die, he got to answer to God.
That's all cool, but him answering to them kids ain't paying the shit that he needs.
I'm gonna go get it.
So
that's why
I said the scare tactic is great. At some point,
I feel like your conscience is gonna eat you alive.
No, it don't.
It does.
At some point, you do say like, you know what, I'm over it. But at that point, I feel like you done tried everything. So I agree with just letting it be what it is. The kids see what's going on, and I better myself. Right, and that's accountability. You know who you had kids with at the end of the day. So,
especially if you deal with men who have kids already, and you see how they deal with their kids and they current
believe
baby
it
mom.
The first time you see it.
Yeah,
I ain't have a guy. I didn't have that, but
okay. Yeah, so forget legal. What was your next question?
So, how should somebody deal with a verbally abusive co-parent?
You want the nice version?
That is a good question.
The nice version is for her.
So I'm like,
elaborate.
Dealing with somebody who says they're not still in love with you, but still is and has a problem with the things that you do and tries to blame it or use your child as a reason for, like saying if he was to do something that I didn't like and then to call me a bad mom for it. Like he tries to make the conversation make it seem like it's about him worrying about his child, but in reality he just still loves you and doesn't
controlling.
Like what you do.
Yeah, narcissist.
So
Top of the line.
How should somebody deal with somebody?
Cut 'em off.
Co-parent, who is that?
Who's difficult?
And like to the point where it like bothers you, like you're in therapy for it.
Honestly, if you're mentally tarnishing me, and I now at this point I can't be a mom. You get what I'm saying? Because you fucking with my head. And sometimes men will do that. And to me, I think, and you mentioned this before, that's a reflection of them and how they really feel as far as how they are being a parent to this child. I feel like you should really walk away. You should really walk away. There's a lot of moms out there who really doing this is on their own. But your mental is number one top priority. And if he's playing a part, you already got to be a single parent. You already got to do all this stuff. So now you got this going on with him and him drawing because he still want the pussy and he still want to come home, but he can't because he know he fucked up. No, cut him off. You have to. Cut him off. You need to go get help. And when you go get help, come back and holler at me.
Cutting him off from what though?
Everything.
Seeing a kid?
No.
Okay,
that's
so that's where I jumped
That's
in.
an arrangement.
Him, you can cut him off.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all broke up. I'm pretty sure you don't deal with him anyway, but he still got to be around the kid. So,
but you don't have to be there.
He's still going to find his way and
that's
reason to get to her.
Laugh at him.
If you're at the point where you need to go seek help to help you mentally deal with him, it's that bad. I agree with the therapy part of it, but I also agree with fighting fire with fire. Okay? So, if he goes low, you need to go lower. Okay? Don't let somebody keep trying to control and dictate the decisions you make in your life just because y'all share a kid together. Y'all are not together. Okay? He's doing whatever he's doing when he ain't got the kid, and you do whatever you're doing when you have your kid. At the end of the day, as long as that kid is fine, mind your fucking business, okay? And if you know you're a good mom, you don't let somebody on the outside tell you that you're not a good mom. And most of the time, dads like that, they're only saying that shit because they know that's gonna get under your skin. It used to work for me. That shit don't work no more. I know the work I put in for my kids, and I know that my kids love me and they appreciate me and they see everything I put into being a mother. So nobody can ever tell me I'm a bad mother. Okay? Nobody's going to say, oh, your kids is always here and that makes you a bad mom, or you ain't never got your kids. Bitch, they always there because I got to work. Now, if that person step in and do their part, then guess what? They wouldn't always be there. Okay? But as for you living your life and somebody telling you that you're a bad mom, fuck you. Pussy.
So that comes with time. And again...
Lies.
No, it does. You can't say that because when your child is younger and is freshly broken up, you at the end of the day, you want your child's father or mother to validate that you a good parent. Whether you could be the toughest bitch in the world,
you do.
You want that validation from them, especially if you busting your ass and they see you doing good and you know you doing good. So now you putting in all this work into being a mom and into still handling yourself. Right, individual, getting yourself together and doing all this stuff, and then he come around and say, "Oh, well, you ain't shit mom," or whatever the case may be. That's gonna hurt you. I don't care what nobody
that
say.
Is gonna hurt. But
that's gonna hurt you.
The point she's at with therapy is what I'm saying. That's when you fight with fire. Fire with fire.
Walk away.
Lies.
Because you're gonna fight fire with fire, and that fireball is just gonna get bigger.
And it gotta get worse before it get better.
And bigger and bigger.
Because as long as you keep your mouth shut,
hang up the phone. I pray for you. Hang up.
As long as you don't speak up for yourself, he's going to continue.
No, he's not. Because when you start,
he's only doing what's being allowed.
Walk away. He gonna talk to himself. Now he talking to himself. Now he arguing with himself, and he's yelling at himself.
I don't want to talk about.
Don't personal it. But any woman who's dealing with a man who's a narcissist and mentally fucked up, pray for them and walk away. Don't sit there and argue and fight fire because it's gonna get bigger. Now you're gonna sit there when y'all done arguing, replay the whole conversation in your head. You get what I'm saying? To me, that's more mentally tarnishing.
I
Just
feel better.
walk away because you're mentally tarnishing.
I feel better.
Some people, when they get their shit off, they do feel better, but at the end of the day, it's not going to resolve nothing.
It's not.
Walk
but
away.
It made me feel better in my feelings.
Okay, just say one word, fuck boy.
It didn't fix the problem.
Just say one bad word, but just hang up on them. Fuck them. You ain't doing shit anyway. So now I gotta sit here and listen to you. You don't control my life. You really don't. And that's what a lot of men, I wouldn't say women, some women do feel like they still can control the other partner.
Absolutely.
When they separated. But you, at the end of the day, once you continue to set those boundaries and walk away. So you gonna come get them? No? Alright, click.
Alright, we can stop right here.
Right.
The third, I only wrote the question. The third question you already answered.
What's that?
It was, how do you feel about kids meeting, like, parents, like
Outside of
people that they talking to, like girlfriend or boyfriend.
You have more to add to it?
Meeting a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
Like, I guess, like,
if they have someone.
We need to go into that.
We need to talk about that. Yeah, we need to talk about that.
So what's like a good time, I guess, or like, are you okay with it?
With
like,
the kids being around another woman.
Yeah.
So first of all, I need to meet the bitch. No, for real. I have to meet her first. And she can't be somebody that you just messing around with for the moment. I don't deal with for the moment women. And especially with me having a daughter and my son, I don't want her seeing that and thinking that that's okay. And I don't want my son being raised like that, thinking he can have multiple women. And I don't want it like that. Because, again, I wasn't raised like that. One father, one mother, 4 kids, that's it. No outside, whatever. But if you're with that person, 10 toes down, bring her over. I'm about to cook. But the kids can't be there. Because at the end of the day, a lot of men too, women are very spiteful. They sneaky. They nasty when they want to be, okay? So women could peep that out from another woman. The man is in love and the pussy good. He don't care. He not seeing that. So I feel like as a mother of your children, you should care about how I view this woman. Or if it's like, do you think, why she, you know what I'm saying? Not that you should take it into consideration, but I would care about how my kid's dad see another man that I'm dealing with. Just to see his opinion, kind of out of curiosity type stuff. And then he might pull out shit and it's like, oh man, damn, yeah, you right. He was doing this, that, and the third. Now, I really need to meet that woman prior to feel her out. I need to feel her energy. I need to see where she at when it comes to what type of woman she is. Is she working? Does she sell drugs? Do she do? You know what I'm saying? I need to, all of that stuff.
She sells
okay? Some women.
I'm afraid.
Listen, okay? Queen of the South. Is she a queen of the South? Because if she is, you can't be around my kids. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have to fill her out first. If you did a good job, you did a good job. If she come in here looking nasty and raggedy, oh nah, turn around. What were you thinking? Because I'm not that type of woman. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what he like.
Well, keep that between y'all two. My daughter will not be around that. Because what type of conversation you going to have with my daughter now?
What if she just dirty that day?
First of all, he's not having that. Okay?
I'm just saying.
I get dirty. I play in dirt all day, okay? All right? But no, I have to see her. I have to see how she communicate with me. All of that stuff matters.
Yeah. So I kind of said that I trust the person I had kids with, but I do think that early on, those early years, I would want to meet the person and get a good idea of who they are, you know, what they stand for, and later, like when the kids are like, I guess 7, 8, when it really pretty much when they can talk and they can judge situations on their own. I'm okay with him just being like, you know what, I'm dealing with this person, and I'm okay, and I'll tell them I'm okay with them being around. I really don't care. I really don't care.
Yeah, because
once you're done,
age.
you done. I really
you
don't
could be
care.
done, but you still have to be considerate of who's around your kids.
Yeah, but
even when you take him to if it's his friend house or something,
but
you gotta
that's
care.
Circling back to me trusting him as far as the woman.
Yeah.
I know he won't put them around someone where they'll be in harm's way.
Right.
And even if something was to happen, I know he gonna take care of it first.
Absolutely.
So I don't care about none of that. But all the other stuff, yeah, of course I'm gonna wanna fill out the situation. But when they
and again, that plays a part in my kid's age.
I can't get too invested in what he's doing.
Because when this one hit teenage, she like, oh, mommy, that.
But that's the thing. So I have sons. So I feel like when it comes to me bringing someone in, my kid's enough. Yeah. I don't need him to come give his input and fill somebody out. Don't worry about it, because they're doing enough at the age they are. When they're smaller, if he want to see who around his kids, then
he have every right to. He should. You should.
That's your right.
You watch Snap, they be killing a child. I saw something on Instagram where it was a dating app, and she blocked him, and he went and killed her the next day. So I mean, it's crazy people out there. Yeah. This is why I don't go on. So I'm not a social media person.
The lady is crazy.
No, for real. I was just like, wow, because I blocked you. Yeah, people are crazy, and again, because you in love, you don't see. You're not outside looking in. So to wrap up this episode, we talked about 50-50, bae. So basically 50-50 is really
situational. Stop listening to these people on the internet. In the fucking topic. I'm tired of hearing about it.
50-50 is marry your own match. Make sure he got just as much as you or even more. God damn it. Because y'all men walking away from providing and protecting. I'm watching you.
What you just said.
All right, we're not going to go. The episode is over. The episode is over. It's over.
Because what?
50-50 can be financially, mentally, spiritually, all of that.
Wait,
okay?
So you agree with a person?
You about to make this longer than what it is.
So you feel that people should marry their equal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, are you gonna marry somebody who works at McDonald's?
That's a great topic.
Are you gonna marry someone who work at McDonald's? All right, fine. 50-50. Basically, we talked about
for love.
Girl, bye. Co-parenting, communication. What we got, babe? Communication.
What?
Pray. Co-parenting.
Oh yeah, communication, pray,
and hang up on them.
Yeah,
that's what I got.
Well, that's all we have for today's episode of The Open Floor.
Yeah.
Catch y'all next week. Subscribe, leave some comments, and we'll see y'all next time.
And don't forget to like it.
Bye.
And tell us your opinions.
Bye.